Hi, my name is Delia and I'm an educator at Staten Island MakerSpace. And I will be walking you through how to make a hanging planter out of plastic bottles. So what you'll need for this project is a plastic bottle of any size, some string or yarn, a pair of scissors and or a box cutter, an awl or a hole punch. I have an awl here. Decoration supplies, I have paint, and a plant or seeds that you want to plant. So I have some basil right here. Now, one thing to note is if you are using a box cutter or scissors, you should have an adult with you supervising or have an adult do it for you because you are dealing with some sharp, tools. So you got to be careful. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do is take off our label off of our bottles. So I've already done that. Now, the second thing to do is we are going to cut our bottles in half. So I've already done that. You just want to cut down the middle, and you're going to use your box cutter or your really sharp scissors to do so. Okay, so once you've done that, you're going to take the half with the cap, and you are going to poke holes, 4 holes at the top rim of your bottle. So you can see I've poked a hole here, I've poked a hole here, I've poked a hole here, and I've poked a hole here. And you want your holes to be about an equal distance apart, okay? And so once you've done that, you're going to cut at least 2 pieces of string that you want to be in your hanging part. So what you're going to do is you're going to take this and you are going to wrap your yarn around. So you're going to wrap it around and then you're going to cross it over like so. Then once you've crossed it over, now you can do this again. So sometimes what I like to do is cross it over again so you have this double yarn look. Then I'm going to take one side of the string and put it through the hole. And now you're going to do that for all of your holes. So we have one side here and another side. Now you can see I actually painted my bottle white because plants don't like their roots exposed. So if you don't paint your bottle, just know that if you put your plant in direct sunlight, the sun can actually damage the roots. So that is why I painted my bottle. So you see I put 2 pieces of string in there and they hang just like so. And then I'm going to take another piece of string and I'm going to do the same exact thing. So I'm going to wrap it around the bottom twice, like so, and I'll show you what that looks like. So I wrapped it around twice. Just gonna fix that. And I'm going to stick it through the other 2 holes that I have. Now I have all of my string through my hole. So this is what it should look like. You see it's kind of wrapped around. Now you can get really creative with how you braid your string. You can do it differently than how I did. You really have the freedom to be creative. Now, once I have all of my string through the holes and I'm holding it like this, I'm actually just going to tie a knot right here. And how I tie a knot is I just wrap it around my finger and create that loop and then put this extra string through that loop and pull. Okay, there we go. So now I have a little hanging planter and I'm going to put my basil inside. Now another tip is if you just plant your plant in here, the water is going to sit in here. So if you plant your plant directly into the bottle, you want to make sure that you make a hole in that cap so the water can come out. Now I have my plant in a little planter, so it's okay, and it'll actually collect the water. And so, you want to decorate your planter however you would like. You can paint it, do different things. I'll show you an example of something else that I've done. So this is another planter that I made, and I actually made a little pom-pom that kind of just sits in the middle. So I have my kale in here. You've cut your bottle in half. Now you're thinking, what do I do at the other end? So you can actually do the same exact steps on the other half and just, make your holes and tie. So I've actually made this one so a plant could sit right in it. And you can actually also poke holes in the bottom for drainage. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you enjoyed this activity.